So a few weeks back, I got an $8 snare. That's Canadian dollars, so that's like free for Americans. I wanted to see how good this can sound with new heads, new snare bed, and a snare side. So I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm not gonna do anything crazy like our David R, that beautiful man. I'm only really just gonna change the heads. I'm not gonna grease up the lugs. I'm not gonna do anything. I wanted to see what happens if you buy a really shitty snare and how far you can bring it with just changing heads. So I'm gonna throw on the police body cam and give you a better point of view. We're gonna start tuning this up. Okay, first things first, let's get rid of the old Black Betty. For those wondering, this is a DW Collector's black nickel over brass 14 by 6.5. Absolutely slaps. It's worth every penny. To me, it's better than a Tama Bell brass. So if you don't like that, eat my ass. Honestly, not for anything, that actually sounded like pretty ass. So it gave me that nice Saint Anger tone that I absolutely hate. So I've heard a lot worse, let's be honest. There is a lot worse. I like to start from the bottom going up. So we're gonna take off this guy's little undies and we're gonna get to it. Okay, for the stuff I'm gonna be using is just a PDP 14-inch 20 string snare wire. I'm just gonna be using some generic snare cables. And for the head, I'm gonna be using a Remo Hazy. I prefer this snare side just a little bit more because it's a little bit thicker. So you can, it's obviously still thin, but it's a little thicker so you can beat the hell out of it a bit more. Okay, so it turns out this piece of garbage uses Phillips screw heads to remove the snare wires. That's a big problem for me. I don't have any screwdrivers here. So I'll be back tomorrow and we'll pick up where we left off.
Tomorrow.
All right, so it's the next day. I got my screwdriver here, ready to tackle this. And let's just get at it, see what's up. Man, the screws are really rusted. Hopefully they don't get stripped. Okay, yeah, that is pretty rough. Luckily, this one didn't strip, so that's a good sign. Put this on the Ziflotum. Okay. Whoa, oh, okay. So that one I don't have to undo all the way, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side now. I think, yeah, there we go. Okay, get that the hell out of the way. Now we're gonna remove the bottom head. So, pro tip, when changing heads, use 2 tuning keys. You're gonna save yourself a lot of time. Once it's loose, I like to just go with the fingers, way faster in my opinion. I don't know if you guys can see how rusted that is. I'm curious to see how this is gonna sound after all this. Also, if you guys were wondering, this snare legit doesn't even have any logo or anything of that matter. I checked on the inside, the outside. There is 0 description on this guy. I really think it's just some really crappy snare that comes with a beginner kit. Okay, and I think these are the last 2, yep. Oh my God, that's a lot of dust. Oh my God. Okay. All right, just want to grab a microfiber cloth, clean this disgusting piece of mess. Again, No R David R. I'm not gonna do a crazy restoration. Honestly, that's not even in my capabilities, so I'm not gonna lie to you. But this is gonna be a good example to see if really just heads and tuning could make any drum sound good. All right. The old trusty Ambassador snare side hazy. Okay. Ah, fantastic. Oh, yeah, all the lugs fell out. Okay. So I'm gonna do my usual tuning method. I just go finger tight at first, and then we start cranking with the tuning keys. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. The trick to a really good snare sound is you're gonna tighten the bottom like crazy. As weird as that sounds, that's actually gonna remove a lot of the ring. It's so tight that it doesn't have time to vibrate and create a bunch of overtones. All right, that's pretty tight, if you ask me. I'm gonna grab the snares. Yes, I had them right here. Cool. Do that, do that. Get rid of that. Perfect. Okay. Put this to the side. Oh, you get 4. Okay. Appreciate that. Make sure this is that way. Try to get it nice and even. Okay. See, what I find weird about this snare bed is where the hell is my thing going? Okay, let me start with the other side because that one's a lot more simple. This, you just do that. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I might have to cut this. I just don't know how because I don't have scissors. Okay, got a multi-tool for my car, got some scissors in here, so let's get to it. Looks like I'm going with the knife. All right. Okay, after 16 million hours, that's finally on. I'm just gonna do a quick test. I won't even bother recording it just to see where I'm at with the bottom snare. Okay, so it's kind of what I thought. I think I cut a bit too much, so the snare wires aren't properly getting grabbed. Luckily, it comes with a few extra, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. Yeah, so this time I'm not gonna cut nearly as much. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a quick recording of what the top and bottom sound like right now. This actually sounds pretty decent, the bottom right now. Not bad at all. Not bad, not bad. I'm also definitely doing something super wrong with this snare basket, to be honest. I know. You can leave a comment how dumb I am, but I'm so used to the DW stuff, how easy and simple it is that, yeah, I haven't dealt with something like this in a minute, so. Ooh, look at all the dust. Okay, top head. top head, baby. My absolute favorite drum head, the P77. Let's get tuning. This is a nice thick head. It's super durable. You can really crank it and you're still gonna get a nice fundamental at the low end. Got it on there, didn't tune it at all. I just want to see where it's sitting right now. Super beefy. Okay, gotta go way tighter. Okay, I think I'm gonna try tightening the bottom. Still way too low. And this is where you could tell it's a bad drum, is simply because these are starting to get really, really tight and it's still at such a low tuning, which is insane. Like this feels like it's gonna pop. It's so tight. But the tone does not reflect that at all. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I wish I could tighten the snares more. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try on the left, on the right side, to see if I could really pull these bad boys. Honestly, guys, I think I got it to a pretty decent spot. I'm gonna slap the mics on. I'm also gonna throw on the snare weight that I have on my actual snare, just to mute, because especially with metal snares, the overtones are bananas. So let's go. So I'll do with and without the snare weight. Damn, that actually came out pretty damn sweet. I'm really impressed. I'm gonna properly mix it. I'm gonna jam a bit and see how it sounds with drums. So what'd you guys think? I think that actually came out really sick, to be honest. I would probably, if I can, maybe tighten the bottom a little more. But besides that, that's really doable. Like, you could play that at a gig, in a song. That's really, really doable. So I hope what you got away from this video is that you really don't need an amazing snare drum to have an amazing tone. You just need to know how to tune. I went in real quick and just fine-tuned everything just to make sure it was in pitch. Make sure your bottom snare is super tight if you really want responsive snares. Again, this is all personal preference. But seriously, just put on a good head, know what to tune, and you'll get really far with your snare drum sound. I'm sure this would play even nicer if I actually changed the lugs so that they weren't all rusted and really could fine-tune them even further. What you're gonna pay for in a snare drum is convenience. This, as fun as it was also a pain in the ass. I definitely edited everything down, but it was a bit of a pain in the ass to get this done and set up. When it's easy to tune, easy to set up, that's what you're paying for. Yes, there's a quality and there's gonna be tone and all that stuff, but you know, you don't have to spend thousands or even like in the upper hundreds to get a good snare drum. The thing that gave me the biggest pain in the ass was definitely the throw off. So I'm used to the DW mag throw off, and that system is super clean and super simple. I think to me, there's certain things worth paying for to save the hassle in the long run. So that's another takeaway of this video I just want to mention is that, yeah, what's stopping you from buying a $20 snare and just putting good heads? There's that for sure. But I think there's convenience, hardware, and durability. So another thing to be definitely conscious about. If you think this came out really good, let me know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, let me know and I'll do some more stuff like that. Thanks.